Hi Aries, welcome back. Alright guys, let's get into this, see what is going on in our energy today. Let's see what's going on here. Alright. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. First card out, Aries. 8. It's the sun. I love that. Okay. Oh, that's the happiest card in the deck. It really is. So, and that is the strongest card in this deck. So you are destined to have some happiness here. Temperance is coming out in reverse. We're going to have to get some verification on that. Death card. Whoa. This is some heavy stuff going on here. Really, really heavy stuff. You have 3 arcanas. Boom, boom, boom. All at the same time. No, you don't. You got 4. Okay. So got some stuff here. Okay. Let me keep going. Look, another one? No way. And another one. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so we have the sun, and then we have the temperance. And then we have the death, which is very very contradicting cards, okay? Very contradicting cards, because the sun is all about happiness, wish fulfillment, bliss. You know, it's like things going your way and being so happy, and then boom, all of a sudden there's the temperance in reverse. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute, are you getting your way or not? You know what I mean? Are you getting the things that you need and the things that are making you happy or not? You know, this could also be about a relationship, like a relationship that's imbalanced, but it's like one day it's like really good and the next day it's really bad, you know, something like that. But generally it indicates like something is about to happen, or something that is about to unfold in such a way that it's going to be for your best interest, you know, that kind of energy. But it also might be something that is going to unfold in such a way that you don't have any control over, and it might not be exactly what you wanted, but it's going to be for your best interest, because that's how it's coming out. Could also be something that's going to end up happening in March or April. And it could also be something that's going to cause you to struggle, because that is also coming out. Something that's about to cause you to struggle, but it's also something that's going to cause an ending. And again, it's giving me like in March or April. Or it could also be at the end of a season, which would be like right now. Okay, so maybe a handful of you, it's going to happen in March or April. And another handful of you, this could be something that's going to happen like really soon. Okay? Yes. Like at the end of summer. Let's see. But look, Death comes out in reverse for the Temperance card. What? That's insane, right? So it does look like somebody is unable to move forward here because of something that is going on. Like there's some kind of unresolved issues. So something needs to be resolved before you can step into the death energy of finishing something, completing something. Yes, getting to that ending so you can have a new beginning. It could also indicate like somebody who's resisting change, you know, and just like not wanting to change or take the necessarily the necessary steps to be able to get to that point, like to be able to get to the point where you can finish something, complete it, close that door, and start something new, right? That's what I'm getting. So what's going on with this 7 of coins in reverse? There is something here that you're aware of. There is something here that you are aware of, but there's also something that's being like taken away with that 7 of coins in reverse. Look what's coming out. Nine of Cups in reverse is coming out. It seems like there's something here that you haven't been able to accomplish yet. And because of that, there seems to be this level of unhappiness because you haven't completed something. Now, remember, I'm reading energies. So this could very well be somebody that is around you as well. So I'm reading the energies, okay? But overall, remember, you still have the sun. So something's still going to unfold in a good way for you. It's still something that's going to make you happy. But there seems to be something that you haven't finished here. And I feel like it has something to do with this more than anything. But then if you look here, we have the Judgment card. That's next. So with the Judgment card, it's like it's telling me that right now is the time to make a decision. You need to hurry up and make a decision now. Are you going to go back and do something, complete something that you didn't get to finish in this past cycle? Or are you just going to go ahead and move forward and jump into this energy? So it's not exactly going to be this exactly the way that you want, but it's going to be in your best interest, right? So what is it that you plan to do? You know what I mean? Because if you're not careful, you could find yourself getting left out of something very important. Something that could really help you get to this level of being in the King of Coins energy. Which is where everybody wants to be, right? I mean, come on. We all want to be there, right? Yes. Let's go ahead and find out some more about this information over here. What's going on over here? Well, let's go back to this really quickly. I just want to see what's going on more about the Hermit here. Tell me more about the Hermit, Spirit, please and thank you. Because I don't feel like it means like you're going to isolate yourself, but it makes me feel like you're just going to get left out of something. Ooh, it could be left out of an inheritance. Oh, goodness. Yes. For one of you, it actually could be like some kind of large sum of money. Like you're going to go back to try to go finish something so you can get like pennies, and then what's going to happen is if you don't hurry up and make a decision, you're going to miss out on the big money, right? Or something that's going to be really good for you. With the 10 of coins, I mean, come on, who doesn't want the 10 of coins, Aries, right? I want the 10 of coins. I'll take the 10 of coins. If you don't want it, I'll take it. It does seem like, okay, and this is somebody's energy, Aries. Remember, it does not have to be yours, but somebody here might not be willing to accept the truth about something, okay? Like somebody is just not wanting to accept the truth and not wanting to really like look at the big picture. So I don't know if that's you or somebody that is around you, because this could be like a family member. It could be a family member, and this could be like somebody that you're connected to or partnering up with. But we do have the Lovers in reverse. So it could be like somebody that you're connected to, too, okay? It doesn't have to be a lover, but it could be, okay? But somebody here is definitely refusing to see the truth, and somebody is definitely just refusing to look at the bigger picture of what's going on. So are you going to go back and pick up the little crumbs, the little pennies, or you're going to go for the big mama load of money, right? Or the success, because this is like success, you know. Could also indicate to me that somebody here is like working for pennies, you know. That's kind of giving me that kind of energy, like somebody's working for pennies, and there's like this ability or position of making like a lot of money, and it's like right there in front of you. You know what I mean? So are you going to like go back and because you haven't finished something and feel like you need to go back to finish something and lose out, or are you going to move forward? You know, it's that kind of energy. I do feel very strongly, Aries, that we have the Three of Wands. We're going to move forward. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this just is what it is. But I do feel like with our eyes being open and being able to make that decision for ourselves, you know what I mean? Conscious decision. I feel very strongly that is why we have the Judgment. We have to make that conscious decision to move forward and to go ahead and just let go of the little things. You know, we tend to get really stuck on the little things, you know, and it could be the smallest little thing, you know, really. It could be sentimental things too that can hold us up. But just as an example, right? But sometimes we could get stuck on the little things, and then we end up missing out on the big picture. We end up missing out on that big boat that comes by, that one time that big ship is coming through, and if we could get on it and you know what I mean, like the Big Apple, or getting that huge success, you know what I mean, something like that. Um, so yes, I see with the Three of Wands coming out though. I do feel like yes, some of us are ready for that big apple. We're ready to move forward. Seven of coins is coming out. I feel like we're ready. We're ready to move into the future. We're ready to put in that energy. We're ready. You know what I mean? Like we are ready to for this. We're ready to go for it. And I really think a lot of us are just racking our brains right now of thinking of like how do we make more money? And I think that's one of the biggest questions right now, because a lot of people are like, we keep hearing this on social media, like, oh, we'll just make more money. Oh, just make more money. Well, it's easier said than done. I mean, you could sit around and say, oh, yeah, we're just going to make more money. But how do you make more money? I mean, you only have 24 hours in a day, right? You only have so much energy. You still have to do those everyday things that everybody has to do, right? Like you have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to, you know what I'm talking about. Um, okay, I'm gonna find out more. Why is the Three of Swords here, Spirit? What is going on with this? What is going on with this? Okay, Seven of Cups in reverse. So okay. Okay, so I do feel very strongly that. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups coming out, I do feel like somebody here is like recognizing reality. Okay, like somebody is getting ready to take some practical actions, like getting ready to just do something that seems to be just very practical, and not wanting to do something that is going to be so extreme. Does that make sense? Because it looks like something has really upset you. Okay, this could be you or somebody around you, right? Somebody has gotten upset. Somebody's upset with this concept of, like, oh, just make more money kind of energy. And that's what I feel like this is going into, like, just go get it. It's easy. The money bag is right there. Just go pick it up. It's at the corner. Like, oh, you need 10,000. Just go over here. It's at this address. I do feel like somebody's here is upset. And for one of you, it seems like something about this and making decisions and going through this new phase in your life is actually causing a breakup. Okay, a breakup between you and somebody else. I mean, does not have to be a romantic partner, but it could be, right? I just want to say that. Like, this could mean like you and somebody else needs to go your own ways. Like, maybe you've always lived with your mom, you taking care of your mom, right? I'm just giving that as example, right? And then now you realize, well, it's time for you to go ahead and leave mom, leave her in Missouri, and you need to go work somewhere else so you can make more money, right? That kind of thing. Like, something like that, okay? And that may be for somebody here. Like, you need to go ahead and not necessarily break up, but separate from somebody, okay? And that may be for one of you. For another one of you, this is a literal breakup, from your partner. Tell me more about the Lovers in reverse. Two of Swords is coming out. Okay. This could also indicate that somebody here is like not really ready to commit to something. Okay, does not have to be a relationship. Like, maybe just not ready to sign your name on the dot, right? Like, so say if this company comes in, and this is, I'm getting this vibe, and this might be for one of you. Like, a company comes in and says, oh, Aries, you got this job, but you need to come and move to the North Pole. But we are going to pay you, so much money, and something like that, right? It's kind of like this energy of, I want to say, finally accepting something as well, with the Two of Swords in reverse. Like, finally accepting something But I lost my train of thought. What I was seeing, I don't know what happened. I was seeing something, and then I started talking about that, and then I lost my train of thought. But it's kind of like somebody is needing to sit down and really carefully consider all their options, and then facing the truth. So what are their limits? What is it that they can and can't accept, or what is it that, what are their limits? You know what I mean? Like, can you leave mom in Missouri? Is that something that you're able to do emotionally, without, you know what I'm saying, going through that emotional upheaval? Okay, because it's definitely something that's going to hurt you. Okay, because we do have the three of swords out, so there is a breakup. There is a some kind of trauma, something, you know what I mean. It's not, this is not an easy choice. This is a hard choice. It is definitely something that's going to make you happy. It's definitely something that shows that you are on the right path. You're going to start a new cycle, yes, but it's not going to be exactly how you wanted it to be. But it will be for the best decision for you, right? That's what I'm getting. So be cautious with making any kind of hasty decisions, especially when it means like, especially when it comes down to signing your name on something, signing your name on a document. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to get locked in a contract, especially if you do contract type of work where you have to sign a contract. You, like, I don't know, if you work for Southwestern Bell or something, right? You know what I mean? One of those kind of companies that make you do a yearly type of contract. Anyways, you do need to be careful with that. You don't want to like sign anything that you're not ready for to commit to. I would just be, I would definitely just look down and write everything down and look at all the challenges you're going to have to face, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Is there anything else here for Aries? Aries, I want you to know that there is definitely two paths that are about to present themselves to you. And it's going to be time to make a decision. Something's coming up. And it's going to come up into this new season. So it makes me feel like it's something that could possibly happen in the winter time for some of you. Okay? If not, then it's going to be closer to your birthday, right? Like March or April, right? Like it's so in the spring. So it's either going to be in the winter or the spring, okay? I think so for some of you this is going to happen in the winter, and some of you this is going to happen in the spring, to tell you the truth, okay? We do have the strength coming out in reverse, so this could be like time to let go of stuff. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it could be people. Try and feel what I get from this card. Somebody here might need to confront something, not necessarily a person, but like confront something inside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak some kind of truth to yourself. And I feel very strongly it has something to do with our abilities. Like, again, it's going back to that. Like, what are we willing to go through? What challenges are we willing to face to get what we want? I think that's the biggest question here. What challenges are we willing to go through? You know what I mean? Like, are we willing to leave our family behind? I think that's one of the biggest things that people go through, the biggest challenge, especially depending on your culture, right? I know in some cultures, even here in the United States, we have different cultures. Different groups have different cultures, and some people, as soon as they're of age, they move away from their family. It's normal. And then in some ethnic groups, I'll just say ethnic groups, it's unheard of that anybody leaves the circles. Like, everybody lives in the same neighborhood, right? Something like that. So that could be something. That could be one of them, because that is something that's coming into my mind. So leaving behind family, you know what I mean? But it is going to be a time of overcoming challenges, though. So facing the challenges, accepting the challenges, and seeing the challenges as as they are, and then overcoming them. So I feel like this is something that's going to end up happening. And that is what's going to help you get to the money, to have this new passionate beginning, something that you're going to just be so excited about. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be so excited to just wake up and do it. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna wake up and just be like, oh, well, do I brush my teeth, or do I go do this exciting thing that I know I'm gonna have success at? You know what I mean? Like, do I really want to go stop and brush my teeth? It's gonna be kind of like that, But of course, you're gonna brush your teeth, Aries, right? Because you're not gonna be nasty. But I'm just saying, like, that's how exciting it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's gonna be something that's just gonna be like, oh, you're gonna want to do it over and over again, right? If something works for you, you do it over and over again. I don't understand why people do that. I just realized this. A lot of times we see these companies do that where things are working so good and we're like, yeah, we like this company. We want to use their services and everything's going good and everybody's like getting in line and everybody's excited about something that they got going on. And then what happens? They come in and they want to change things. And it's like, why are y'all messing things up? Right, right. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, you see those companies do that, and it's like they get people to coming in, and everything's working great, and then they want to go in and change stuff, and it's like, why do they do that? That don't make no sense. Don't do that. Don't do that. Learn from their mistakes. Because I have actually just walked away from companies that have done stuff like that to me. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading, Aries, okay? This is what's coming out. Overall, just know that I just want you to know, overall, this is going to be very good. Overall, you are going to be happy. It's just not going to be exactly the way that you want it, but it's going to be exactly the way that you need it. And you're going to be happy with it. That's what I'm hearing, okay? And I think that's the overall message here, is that either way that you go, you're going to end up being happy because it's the first card out. So you know what I mean. It's gonna be a challenge, yes, but it's definitely something that you're gonna be happy with and something that you're going to be excited with. But again, there's the challenges that we have to work with, especially when it comes to leaving something behind. And then what is it that you're going to, right? Both ways, it's kind of like you're going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place kind of energy. You know what I mean? Yes. But holding on to hope. And I feel like one of you, this is the biggest thing, is like holding on to hope, how to get to the happiness, how to get to the sun. You know what I mean? I think that's the journey that we're all on. Anyways, Aries, thank you for joining me. I hope I said something that was helpful here. If I did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And catch me in the next one, guys. Y'all take care. Also, to everybody that donated, thank you so much. I was able to get some groceries. Not all the groceries I wanted, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Something is better than nothing, and that's for sure. You know what I mean? So I am very grateful for that. Thank you for letting me doing your readings. And yes, thank you so much. You got me out of a tight spot. Um, it was just one of these random things. I usually am very careful with my money. I plan everything out. You know what I mean? Normally I write everything down. I just did not see that my subscriptions were going to be um like all of them were going to be renewed at the same time. Well, I think it was two of them. I had to look. I think it was two of them that got renewed at the same time, and then I had another one that went through that I completely forgot about. It was a random one. I was like, oh, totally forgot about that bill. But normally I'm really good with the money. Normally I'm like on top of it. And you know what makes me so upset with myself? I'm always telling y'all, have like 2 months of groceries. Just be prepared. You never know what's gonna happen. And I know I keep telling y'all, and I struggle with it myself. You know what I mean? So it's embarrassing because I'm like always telling y'all, like, try your best, and don't be frivolous with your money, and make sure that you have the necessities, and stuff like that. And then here it is, it happens to me, right? Oh well, it's life. But yes, it's a struggle that I go through too, trying to keep up with stuff. But I have toilet paper. Woohoo. I got toilet paper. I just didn't have no dog food. And I just didn't have food for myself, but I had toilet paper. I have dish soap. Those are less things I had to buy when I went to the store, right? But anyways, it's a struggle, guys. It's a struggle. So yes. Catch me in the next one, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys coming out, supporting me, helping me out. Bless all of you. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. And catch me in the next one, guys. Y'all take care. Bye bye.